This is currently the most powerful backpack blower in the world. Here's why. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and just so we're clear here, I purchased this Echo PB-9010T with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. Let's get this blower out of the box and on our back. Flap down, flap down, flap down. Look at this thing. It's just like a jack-in-the-box ready to spring out. The label's already punching you right in the face. Look at the size of this elbow tube. Oh my God, this thing is huge. We have our posi lock pipes here. This is our end tube. We have our owner's manuals here and some clamps. And then the unit itself, check that out. Let's get this baby up on the workbench. Let's free some things up here. This inside is our anti-static wire. I'm gonna take this rubber band off and lengthen out this cable. I'm gonna reach over, I'm gonna pull my throttle control up and over. You see how long this anti-static wire sticks out? This has to go inside our tubes. Now next I'm gonna take my flexible blower tube here, and if you notice that there's this ridge, it wraps all the way around the outside, round the outside, round the outside, round the outside, and I'm gonna take my static wire and I'm gonna feed this through. But before I do that, I'm gonna take this clamp here that they gave us, and I'm gonna take this wire clamp right here and I'm gonna put this up on top, just like so. Perfect. And then we're gonna thread our anti-static wire inside. Now, if you struggle to get these two tubes together, what you can do is use something like our good old friend here, WD-40, spray it on a paper towel, just like that. And you're just gonna wipe around the tube to lube it up, and it should slide right on. Boom, just like that. Now you have this bolt here on the side of the clamp. What you can do is position it anywhere you want, really. I like it here on the side. It's a 7mm bolt. We're gonna tighten it right down. Good. Then from here, I'm gonna press in on these tabs and just open up this clamp. And from here, we're gonna take our throttle control cable. Here's the cable itself. We're gonna just simply slide it right in and pinch them together and lock it into place. Next, I'm gonna take my throttle control and I'm gonna open up this clamp, and boom, just like that. Now lean in for this one. What you're gonna do is take this pipe, which has these little lines or ridges right here on the very top. I'm gonna take my second clamp, I'm gonna feed the anti-static wire through that, and then this clamp is gonna go right over the outside edge of our flexible elbow pipe. From here, take a little WD-40, wipe it around that ring. You can see it's nice and shiny. Then from here, the anti-static wire goes inside, the clamp goes over, and then pop that tube right in. There it is. Good. She's on. That actually seals up really well right there. Then from here, I'm just gonna take my bolt, put it slightly off to the side, and twist it right down. Again, this is a 7mm socket. Good, that's snug. Then from here, we're gonna take our throttle control bracket. We're just gonna slide it right over our posi lock pipe. And if you notice these two channels right here, I'm gonna slide it right over the center of that. From here, I'm gonna open up that throttle control bracket, take my throttle control handle, point it forward, stick it through, lock it into place, and then from here we're just going to twist it tight. And what's cool is you can position this however you want. I like a little bit of a downward thrust on that joystick. That way it's nice and ergonomically positioned with my wrist. Now when you get the backpack all set up, you can figure out where it exactly needs to be with your elbow and position it that way when the time comes. Now before I lock on my next posi lock pipe, what I'm going to do is take my paper towel with my WD-40 on it, and I'm going to wipe down these notches on both ends. This will help lock it into place a little easier. These tubes can be really tricky to kind of roll onto themselves. Then from here, you have this notch or slot right here. Take your posi lock pipe, slide it right on. You're gonna push it on all the way and then give it a good firm twist. There you go. You should hear a thump like that, and it'll lock it right into place. Good. Good. That ain't going nowhere. And before we install our blunt nose looking bottom pipe, what we're gonna do is the same exact thing. Lube up those little nubs on the bottom of the pipe. Again, look for your channel, line it up with the nubs on the pipe, slide it all the way on, give it a good firm twist. 1, 2, 3. Good. And that is how you put together your posi lock pipes. This is currently the most powerful backpack blower in the world. Here's why. You have a 79.9cc professional grade powerhouse up on your back. That's just backpack blower bananas right there. This is a massive, durable two-stroke engine running on 50-to-1 gas oil mix, cranking out non-stop reliable power. I mean, check out this humongous air filter up on top. Let's crack it open. Off comes our cover. Here we have a pleated paper main filter plus a foam pre-filter. And that two-stage air filter is there to better protect your engine from dust and debris to extend your engine life. And the spark plug is hidden right up top for better protection as well. Fuel capacity on this Echo PB-9010T is 83.8 fluid ounces with a see-through gas tank, which is going to be right around 2/3 of a gallon. And to help give this video the fuel it needs with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. Now, numbers never lie, and on this 9010, they scream. CFM, this is a big one in my book. How much air can you move with this unit? 1,110 CFM. That is a freakishly high amount of air pumping out of this thing. I read somewhere that this thing could fill a house with air in under a minute. Maximum airspeed out the nozzle, 220 miles per hour with a blowing force of 48 newtons. Numbers like these make this a beast of a backpack blower. Now, serious power like this comes along with some serious noise. 80 decibels to be precise. This Echo blower is ear busting up on your back. Ear protection isn't a recommendation, it's required. Now, what's controlling all this power? Well, this Echo PB-9010T comes with a variable speed tube-mounted throttle control with cruise control. Pretty simple, just point and shoot. This model does come in a hip throttle version. If you're interested in keeping both your hands busy while you're blowing, Echo's got you covered. The Posilac pipes on this unit are enormous. I mean, this tube is the size of my leg. They twist and lock together and don't easily come apart while in use. The flexible elbow tube allows for a wide range of articulation, and the end of the tube has a metal ring which helps reduce pipe wear. The dry weight of this unit is 26.7 pounds, and with the anti-vibration system of springs on this unit, this prevents the unit from bouncing around on your back, allowing you to work more comfortably. And speaking of comfort, the 9010 comes with a vented back pad to help keep you cool on those hot days. It blows cool air up on your back to prevent that dreaded back sweat. Blech. Now, if it's cold where you are, they actually give you a disc to put over that vent in case you don't want that cool air pumping out onto your back. Pretty cool. This backpack leaf blower also comes with a padded backrest and super thick padded shoulder straps, and those are a big plus if you're out on the field for a long time. Warranties. Yep, Echo's got you covered with a 5-year consumer warranty and a 2-year commercial warranty. All right, enough talking. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go blow. All right, so here's how to perform a cold start on this Echo PB-9010T. For the first step, you want to make sure that your throttle is switched to on or run. You're going to take your choke lever here and push that all the way down. Then you have a primer bulb down here underneath these tubes, and you're going to press that 8 times. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now from here, the instruction manual says to pull the unit about 5 times until it starts, and then you're going to switch the choke back up. And then they say if it doesn't start, to repeat all these steps. So let's give it some pulls. Choke up. There we go. Now the manual does say to let this unit run for approximately 3 minutes to let it fully warm up. Time's up. We have some leaves starting to come down now, so let's go clean them up. Okay, let's try something really quick. I have a brick here placed 2 feet away from the blower. Let's see if it'll move it. Okay, that was pretty impressive. All right, let's go 4 feet. It moved it. All right, let's just try for giggles. We'll go 6 feet. Let's see what happens. It moved just a little bit. I'd say we're good. All right, so it's got enough power to push a brick around. That's pretty impressive. And to shut it off, you just simply push it up. Now to restart it, we should just be able to push our throttle to on or run and give it a pull. That's it. Now here's what I like about this Echo PB-9010T. First off, I feel like I'm Mega Man when I'm wearing this thing. Just blasting leaves away with my arm. The amount of power that this thing creates is out of this world. My arm actually kicked back a little bit when pulling the trigger. That blower's got some thrust. And to put all this power in perspective, Harbor Freight actually sells a 79cc 4-stroke engine. And when I look at this unit, that's essentially what you're carrying up on your back. 1,110 CFM is amazingly strong considering that's 354 more CFM than the previous PB-770T model. Remember back in the day when McDonald's went from the large fry and then they created the supersize fry? Well, the PB-770T, large fry. The Echo PB-9010T, supersize fry. You're getting a lot more oomph with this one. Now the throttle control on this unit is super responsive. You can feather it lightly, or you can give it a little bit more gas, or you can just simply slam it home. On other cheaper made models, you tap the gas and immediately the engine starts screaming. Not the case with the Echo PB-9010. The control handle is also really nice with a non-slip grip, and the controls work similar to their other models, which is nice. The vented back pad is great. You can really feel that air hitting your back, which is another nice feature. Just at idle, this blower pumps out a ton of air. And if you have heavy wet leaves piled up, no doubt about it, this thing's gonna move them. This blower is going to reduce your lawn cleanup times. And once you use a blower like this, you save a few minutes on this yard, a few minutes on this one, a few minutes on that one, and at the end of the day, you have more time for other garage projects. Pipe wear. I always see other landscapers using other blowers and their pipe ends are all chewed up. The engineers over at Echo were absolutely brilliant popping this metal ring around the edge to prevent any wear. This just further adds to the durability of this unit. And here's what grinds my gears about this Echo PB-9010T. Right out of the box, this unit was very difficult to start. I followed the instructions by the book multiple times, and this unit didn't want to start like it should. She does not want to turn on. That's by the book. After going through the procedures in the manual 4 times, the unit finally started up. 32 primes is what it took to get it started. That's nuts. For a brand new blower not starting up, this raised some serious concerns for me. I even went ahead and made sure that everything else was in working order, and it was. But after it ran for a bit and it cooled down, I came back to it several hours later. I don't know what to call that other than just working the fuel through the carburetor. But if you ask me, 8 times to prime does seem a bit excessive when I have other Echo equipment that starts up in 3 primes. Next up, overall weight. I feel like a Ghostbuster putting on a proton pack when I set this thing on my back.
I always hated this part of the business.
And when you fill up the fuel tank on here, there's just no way around it. This 9010 is just a heavy unit pushing that 30-pound mark. I was paying close attention to this because this is the world's biggest backpack blower, and after about 10 minutes or so, I could really start to feel the pull of this blower on my back. And I could feel the pressure just pulling down right here, particularly on my traps. And picking this unit up and awkwardly lugging it around when it's full of fuel is a bit cumbersome too. If you're only wearing it for a short window of time, maybe just clean up your own yard and you're done with it, you're not really gonna feel it a whole lot at that point. Well, 30 pounds ain't that much weight. Well, for some it can be. And this is the monster truck of backpack blowers. It weighs a lot, but it can blow through just about anything. This Echo PB-9010T is part of their X series, products specifically designed for landscapers for greater productivity. Now for the average homeowner, this is a bit overkill, but if you have 4 or 5 big maple trees in your yard ready to dump all their leaves at a moment's notice on a windy day, this is the weapon you want to fight back with. The Echo PB-9010T is a powerful blower, and it's something you'd come to expect from an Echo product. To see how this Echo PB-9010T compares to the Echo PB-770T and the Echo PB-580T, I'll have those videos linked down below in the description. And if you're wondering what I run my 2-cycle equipment on, I use Echo Red Armor. This has helped my small engines run cleaner and better. I'll have this 2-cycle oil and the Echo PB-9010T linked down below as well. Now, if you're wondering where I purchased this Echo PB-9010T leaf blower and you're in the Buffalo area, I picked it up at Schwab Power Equipment in West Seneca, New York. They carry the full line of Echo Power Equipment. Check them out for your small engine needs, and be sure to tell them JB sent you. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.